Hey everyone, what is up? Ethereal here with another video, and today I'm going to be answering a very serious question. And that question is, did the natural hair community fail? Is it over? Was it just a long-term trend? So I'm going to list the 4 main reasons as to why a lot of people are deciding to shut off from the natural hair community. The first main reason is because of hair discrimination in the natural hair community. There is a lot of discrimination against people in the natural hair community who have tightly coiled hair compared to the latter, especially in its natural state. This kind of discrimination is why a lot of people in the natural hair community who have tightly coiled hair feel like they need to change how their hair naturally is in order to appease society or lessen the chance of someone telling or insinuating to them that their hair is ugly. And I absolutely agree with this, and I have seen it firsthand. The fact that this kind of discrimination is in the natural hair community, when the movement was and is still for embracing and accepting your natural hair to begin with, is very disgusting and shameful, to say the least, on the community's part, and makes the natural hair community seem, well, totally hypocritical. Now, I do get that we all have been led at some point for generations to believe that straight hair or loose curls are the way to go. However, at what point do we hold ourselves accountable for continuing to think this way and allow others to treat others poorly, and even treating others poorly ourselves because of this narrow-minded and controlling view of how we view the way that other people's hair grows out of their heads? That, I believe, is completely understandable as to why someone would want to leave something like that can be so toxic. The second main reason is because of the hair typing chart. This chart was created by a man named Andre Walker, who was well known as Oprah Winfrey's hairstylist. There are a lot of people in the natural hair community wondering as to why it's still being used, especially when 4C hair wasn't even on the chart to begin with. People actually had to create the term 4C. And also, now that I think about it, 3C as well, and add it to the chart. People also think that it was this chart that divided us as a curly community as well. Although I completely understand where these opinions are coming from, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. After all, it was this chart that helped me and others to determine what kind of hair that they had and the steps to take better care of the type of hair that we had. So I'm grateful. It was what helped me on my journey, even though it wasn't perfect. I also can attest to the fact that there might be tighter textures than 4C hair. Now, I have done other people's hair as a side hustle for some time, and some of the hair that I've done had been tighter than any 4C hair that I've seen, even on the internet. If there is 4D, E, F, or even type 5 hair out there, let's do the same thing that we did with 4C and 3C hair and add it to the typing chart to make it a little better than it was before. We also have to accept that though our hair might be curly, there are different types of curls. I mean, 3A cannot do what 4C, come on. We need the chart so that we know what we need for our hair. If you have a looser curl, you might not be able to do what 4C can do. And that's normal. That's okay to find that reality and accept the reality for what it is, instead of trying to make it seem like we're all the same when it comes to curly hair. It's not. It's never going to be like that. It's just the inevitable truth. Also, you guys, comment down below and let me know what you think about the natural hair community and what can be improved and what you guys see in the natural hair community that is messed up. Seriously, let me know in the comment section. We can talk about it. I really want to know what you guys think. What are your ideas as to what the natural hair community can do to be better, to evolve? Now, the third main reason that a lot of people are leaving is because there isn't enough representation in the natural hair community. Now, I agree that for some time there wasn't a lot of tightly coiled crowns being pushed to the forefront. However, I do believe that the representation for type 4 hair has improved significantly, especially since the 2010s era. I mean, is it just me? Am I the only one seeing type 4 hair on magazine covers now, and in magazines now, also in music videos, and also on ads? Like, I don't know, maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me, or maybe I'm being delusional, but it seems like things have been improving around these parts, or at least things are steadily getting better. Now, about 5 to 10 years back, I would have had a completely different perspective, but I simply can't deny the truth if things are being improved, and it's only going to get better than this, so I don't see this as much of a problem as it was before. Now, the fourth and the last main reason is too much defining of the hair. Now, I do believe that in the natural hair community, we tend to do this a lot with twist outs or braid outs, or even just slicking down baby hair. Now, I have met a lot of people who are natural that also don't really feel that their hair is done unless it's slicked down in some way. But I also believe that there's a difference in changing the texture of our hair and also stretching it. If you're at a point where you don't feel like your natural hair is beautiful enough to sport naturally, then I can see where there's a problem. One thing that I've realized in my natural hair journey is if I want my hair to be longer, or if I want my hair to retain length, that I'm going to have to stretch it in some way, shape, or form. I used to also do this in the form of twist outs, braid outs, and others do blowouts on their hair as well to stretch. We have to understand as a community that type 4 hair is like the moldable clay of all hair types. Like, we can literally do anything that we want with our hair. So instead of criticizing others for quote unquote not embracing their natural hair texture, let's appreciate the amazing things that we can do with it, and accept others who prefer or like the look of twist outs, wash and goes, blowouts, what have you. I might do a part 2 to this because there's so much more, but as you probably can tell, I don't think the natural hair community has failed at all. Do I think there are some things that the natural hair community needs to work on? Absolutely. The natural hair community is being embraced by other cultures as well, so it's not just Black people who are learning to take care of their curly tresses. It's other races too. I'm talking South Korea, India, Africa, even freaking Germany. I didn't even know German people had curly hair. But the more you know, the more you grow. You don't believe me? Watch this video, whichever side that it's gonna wind up popping up on, of how so many women from around the world are learning about the curly girl method, what works for their curls, their natural hair journeys, and how they're also educating others about natural hair as well. I think that's a beautiful thing that the natural hair community has come this far, and it is not dying anytime soon. If you like this video, you more than likely are going to like this video as well. Check out my 10 reasons why you should try mini braids. It is a great protective style for if you need or you would like to grow your hair to longer lengths. Thank you for watching. This is Ethereal signing off. Bye.